Usagi, what are you doing with that thing? No! Usagi, you better get me out of this. Hello everyone and welcome in! We are doing a special doll review this week of the 2 Killer Clown customs that I had bought from Dolls by Panda. Now you may have heard that name before because Dolls by Panda also created the Kiss doll that I did a review a while back. I'll go ahead and link you to their Instagram page below if you want to go ahead and give them some support. But before we get into the doll review, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to all of my current subscribers and followers. Thank you for your support. And if you like my content, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I hate that I keep getting tongue-tied. I think my tongue is just too big. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, and if you like the content and you're here just enjoying the vibes and you don't have an account, I think you can just like the video and it'll help. Or maybe you have to have a channel or a profile on YouTube, but it's free to make. And if you want to support me, go ahead and do so. No pressure at all. But if you are new to the Killer Clown franchise, the game just came out this week. If you want to go back in my channel, I did test play or played early access. For those who pre-ordered, you got a week early to play the game, and I sure did enjoy playing. But go ahead and go back to check out that gameplay. And if you're new to the Killer Klowns franchise, Killer Klowns from Outer Space is a older movie based on killer clowns coming from outer space and harvesting the people on Earth. It was mistaken as a comet coming down from this teenage couple. I believe they're a teenage couple. They go to investigate, find out it's a circus tent, and there's clowns wreaking havoc upon their town. And people aren't believing them, and then finally they need to figure out a way to save Earth, basically. And that's the gist. A quick synopsis of Killer Klowns from Outer Space. I recommend you watching it if you haven't. My partner enjoyed it. It was his first time watching. We watched it maybe a couple weeks ago, but I definitely recommend you checking that out. Now, let's go ahead and go into my doll room so we can take a closer look at these dolls. Alright everyone, so we are now in my doll room, and I want to start off by saying that everything that you see here, the creator handmade. So they sewed the outfits, they painted the face, they rerouted the hair, everything they did. And then of course the accessories in the back, those are from the Freak du Chic Rochelle set, and then of course the balloon that the Fatso custom is holding is from that set as well. But we are gonna go ahead and start with Shorty. And Shorty is of course the one with the green hair, if y'all didn't know. But starting with the bottom, of course, with the shoes, as I always start with, we have a blue, it looks like it was already blue shoe, but the creator added glitter on there, which I absolutely love to this kind of boot. Then we have that kind of puffball as well there on the front. It looks like the pants are glued onto it, so can't really take that off, which is okay. I'm not planning on de-dressing this doll, but those are basically how the shoes are. Now we have these puff balls around the bottom of the pants, and then the pants are like a yellow pant fabric. It's not really like a satin. I'm not too sure. I'm not good with fabrics, you guys, but it is a yellow fabric. There you go. Then we make our way up to what seems like to be a corset. a corset kind of vibe here. I'm not too sure what the corset is made out of, but it looks like it was made by the creator. I'm not too sure if it's a 3D print, but we have pom-poms at the bottom, and then we have a design of red and white stripes, giving that circus theme with the green stars. And as we turn, this doll kind of has like a skirted tulle of red and whites that go around, and it is layered there. But as you can see, the back of this corset, it is giving that corset-y vibe with the yellow embellishments and the red ribbons closing it off. Now, as we go up a little bit more, it looks like that yellow fabric continues up for the top, and then we have this tulle blue fabric with red pom-poms, giving that clown collar that you would see on clowns. And this, of course, is the creator's take on a Monster High Killer Clown doll. So I really like this aesthetic that they gave to the doll. Really, really great in my opinion. The sleeves are these I love the fabric of the sleeve. I don't know what it is, but it is like a tinselly red puff. The yellow fabric continues, and then that same fabric is on the sleeves. The gloves are that same kind of fabric here, but it looks like there are some big glitter pieces on there as well, giving it that high quality kind of designer skull lector vibe. As well, on the sleeves we have the red ribbons that are on the yellow sleeves, and these gloves do come off. I did see that it could slip off, but I'm not gonna slip it off. I'm keeping this doll as is, just for the sake of, I don't want to ruin it because it's a custom and I really, really like how it is anyways. So I'm not going to go in and be adventurous, as you can say, but I'm gonna leave it as it is. Now, making our way up to the faces, as many of y'all know, are my favorites of dolls, and really is my point of if I'm gonna buy the doll or not. But oh my goodness, this doll's face, look at the job that Dolls by Panda did. It's really good for hand painted or hand crafted. We have the clown-like face, we have the different kinds of shapes around the eyes. The eye itself, those eyes are gorgeous in my opinion. Then we make our way up to the hair. The hair is this yarn fabric or texture. She rerouted it on her own, which I'm sure is hard. I've rerouted before and oh my gosh, it takes a long time. But then we have these red and white puffballs as well in the hair with that gold star kind of jewel embellishment there. But then this hair goes out and puffs out. It looks beautiful for me, and I love this style of hair. And then lastly, my favorite feature of this doll is the cape. Oh my goodness. You guys, this cape is amazing. I don't know how she did it, but it's great. So we're gonna look at the inside of the cape first. It is that red and white kind of stripe here, kind of giving that circus tent vibe. But oh my gosh, the back of the cape, we have that same tinsel, like sheer fabric and the big red glitter, circle glitter pieces. But look at the popcorn. I love that idea. That's such a great idea. The popcorn glued on to this doll cape, really good. I fell in love with this doll when I saw the cape and I had to buy it. So that is Shorty in a quick review. Let's go ahead and get onto the Fatso custom. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Fatso, talking about the accessories that Dolls by Panda did for this one. And we're going to start with the pizza box. It is a custom Killer Klowns pizza box in a coffin shape. The artwork on the front is done by Dolls by Panda themselves. Great detail here. I couldn't have done this, so I applaud them on that. As you open it up, you have a pizza, and it's the shape of a coffin as well, with a skull painted on it with X's. It's a really nice innovative idea to add with these clowns. I really enjoyed it once I received this doll. So thank you, Dolls by Panda, for including that in this. Also included is that this clown does come with glasses that come with a puffball nose. I know I was discussing with Dolls by Panda whether we wanted it on the doll itself or not, and we kind of came to the conclusion that, hey, why not we have one that comes off and puts on if I wanted it to showcase it in different ways. And I absolutely love the idea that Dolls by Panda came up with putting it on these glasses. And I believe the glasses are from Claudine, I believe. Now, going on to the Fatso custom doll, we're going to start with the shoes. The shoes are a yellow painted color here, and then we go ahead and go on to the pom-poms, the red and green that are attached on both sides of these shoes. And then on both sides we have this tulle of blue, yellow, and pinks, which I really love. I love that clown-like feature here at the bottom. Now the pants go up and it's like a felty fabric, I think, and it has polka dotted fabric to match with the aesthetic of Fatso, and I believe it's one piece here. It's its own piece, I mean, the pants, I think. But if you look at the bottom, we have this generous amount of tulle fabric, pink fabric, which I absolutely appreciate. Some of the doll makers, like Mattel, just have one tulle on the out, and I absolutely appreciate Dolls by Panda putting a generous amount of tulle underneath. Now, as we look at the dress itself, it is decorated with white pom-poms at the bottom, and then the actual dress itself is that same fabric as the pants, but we have these glued on cakes and donuts and gummy bears. When I opened this doll and saw it all, I was so like, oh my gosh, what a great idea of putting these kind of sweets on this doll. It really gave it that extra oomph, if you would say, for me. And then if you look at the sleeves have a ribbon that match the polka dotted outfit, but then we have these little love you heart candies that you would get during like Valentine's Day. I don't remember the exact candy they are, but oh my gosh, when I saw that detail, I was like, love. I appreciate that as well. And since we're here, this doll was painted white, and then the nails were also painted. So this is not the base color of the doll, it was painted over it. Now the collar part, we have a Be Mine heart there, and then that tulle fabric to tie in the shoes with the blue, yellows, and pink, which I do appreciate that as well. Now moving on to the face, we get that same paint, hand-painted face, but in a different color to match Fatso's aesthetic. And like I mentioned, the nose is painted on as well. And it's a slightly different paint job just to match more with Fatso. And I can't do this, so I am envious of the creator and being able to do this. Now this doll also has pom-pom for earrings. The other doll did not have earrings, but I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me at all. But this doll does come with pom-pom for earrings. And as we make our way up to the hair has its own ribbon bow. It's two, so we have a yellow bigger ribbon, and then we have the polka dotted ribbon there as well, held in place with a glued translucent gummy bear, which ties in the whole outfit as well. And then the hair also has pom-poms in it to match with the yellows and pinks that the tulle fabrics from the shoes and the collar had. The hair is a red yarn, like, I guess, how would you say? Fabric or root. I love that it's in this quality. It's tied into pigtails, And I just really love how the artists gave their inspiration here of what they would think the Monster High Skulllector Killer Klowns would essentially look like. And that is both of these dolls really quickly reviewed. I'm not giving a whole in-depth, but I think I did a pretty good job at reviewing these dolls because I didn't want to ruin them in any way by taking off the clothes. So I wanted to give y'all just a quick look here. My overall review, you know guys, customs are so, I appreciate the work that somebody puts in to their work, and it is hard. I know it is hard. I've tried to reroute and paint and all that stuff. It takes a creative person to do that, and Dolls by Panda, you did an amazing job. I give you a 10 out of 10 for these dolls. They're really great. You did a great job, and for the price you have sold them and the time and work that you put into them, I think it's a good deal. I'm not too sure if they're taking commissions now, but feel free to follow them and show your support. But thank you once again, Dolls by Panda. You did an amazing job. Excited to have these dolls in my collection. Now let's go ahead and go back to my computer room so we can close out this video. And that was my review on the 2 Killer Clown custom dolls by Dolls by Panda. And I just had a great time reviewing them. Definitely a keeper in my collection, one of a kind that I am grateful to own to go along with my Kiss custom doll. There is another custom that I have that is still in the works. Can't wait to show that to y'all, so stay tuned to my channel. Let me know your thoughts on these dolls, and if you are a Killer Klowns fan yourself, if you haven't seen the movie, let me know, I'm curious as well. Or if you went to go check out the movie after watching this review, let me know your thoughts on the movie. Now, thank y'all once again for tuning in, and as always, I hope you have a great day, a great night, wherever you're at today, and remember to stay kind to yourself. Simply Rye, out.